Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. When we say some words, and if we know the meaning of that, the impact of that saying is different. When we say some words mechanically and we do not have the correct import of those words, then it is only a mechanical drill without yielding any results. Spiritual practice must be not mechanical. In Goa, many years before, I went and I was seeing one big factory where they were manufacturing the files which are used for smoothing the things, files. A huge factory in a big enclosure. There were more than maybe about 300-400 lathe machines. With every lathe machine there was a worker. And my host took me to show that. So I asked him, may I talk to one of them? Yes, you can. So randomly I spoke to one person. I said, if I talk to you, will it disturb your work? He said, no, you can talk. Then I just started casually talking to him. Since how long you are doing this job? For last 22 years. What job you are doing? I am doing this job. But when you are talking, your job is not hampered. No, this I have been doing. On the conveyor belt, it comes. I put it here, give one stroke, and it goes away. This I am doing for last 22 years. So without even looking at anything, I can do that. So you are not disturbing me. Then I asked him, do you enjoy this? Enjoy? Worst job of life. Then what do you do if you are not enjoying? He said, you are a Mahatma, I will not tell you the lies. When I go from here, I take desi booze and I enjoy. See, after that was over, my host took me, Swamiji, this topic has come. I wish you address them that they should not drink. They are wasting a lot of their money. I told him, if I had to do the job, I will also start drinking. Is that life? Living a mechanical life like a machine? Is spiritual practice a mechanical spiritual practice? Then what happens? Then we want to take a booze. See, why I am telling you this? We all chant various mantras. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat Om Bhurvusvaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Narayanaya. Now what is the meaning of all this one? So like that man, Om Murmusahata Sandran, Such people who are doing this sincerely, there is no doubt about their sincerity, but doing the wrong way. Such people become obsessed. They are very obstinate. See? There will be definitely effect of that mantra. Because even if you do not know, something will happen. Like we take the medicines. Now, how the medicines act after they enter our system, do we know? We don't know. But they do work. So for everything there are two qualities. One is the Vastu Dharma. Whatever is the quality of that object, that will start working on you whether you know or you do not know. But there is something is different. And second one is, do you know the meaning of it? See, in the same manner, when we are chanting the Lord's name mechanically, Hare Ram, 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 or Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, and then doubts, questions. Therefore, this new mantra which we are chanting, why I am telling you this? Many of you have got this notion in your head, I can see from here. What is this kind of mantra? Life is a time pass. At least you understand the meaning of that, isn't it? Dekho suno mat bolo. No, we want Sanskrit. In one place, they asked me, probably in Rishikesh or somewhere they asked me, Ramiji, please don't mind. I said, I have no mind. You talk anything. Normally people have the logos in a beautiful way. There are two swans coming together and a heart is made. And then there is some sunrise and the ocean and the birds are flying and something is written in Sanskrit which nobody knows what it is. And then you look at it. What is this? You don't know. That swan, they are white. Anybody can see that. No, white is the sign of Sattva Guna. Oh, Sattva Guna. And why the swan? Because it can discriminate between the water and the milk. What a complicated thing. I said, contrary to this, take our logo. Logo is for whom? For logo. Logon ke liye hai na. Easy. And what effort it takes for you to understand, Mauj mein raho, be happy. No complications. But we are somehow having that notion. When something is said in Sanskrit, oh, it is divine. If it is said in English, Hindi, it is useless. See, suppose somebody comes and talks to you in English. Hey dear, I really love you. Don't talk in English. I like only Sanskrit. See, Tom Mahamurkha Shiromanasi. Bhagwan Shankaracharya clearly told us, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshate dukkrum karane. Therefore, when you are chanting this mantra, every time you chant, sometime something will click you. You may be listening the satsang again and again. Satsanga is the same, but you are not the same. Sometimes you are disturbed, sometimes you are disturbed, sometimes you are disturbed. And according to that, your understanding will be different. See, I told you yesterday or before yesterday, I received one WhatsApp. Swamiji, we have gone through terrible turmoil in our family. What really helped me to come out of it is your mantra. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. I was virtually doing the japa in my mind. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. It will click because you understand the meaning. You are seeing, you are hearing all comments, but you are practicing. Mat bolo. See, keeping this in view, you don't have to contemplate, dig the meaning. See, and then Om Bhur Bhur Swaha. See, these are three Vyavritis, and Tat Savitur Varanya, Tat Savitu. Savitu is Lord Surya. Then Savita is a girl. See, Savitru is the infinitive, and the nominative singular becomes Savita. So Savita is actually a masculine noun, but ladies attached to that. They may be masculine ladies. So, don't get lost in complicated things in spiritual life. Remain relaxed. And such a relaxed mind will understand what we are going to study now. It's very easy. Don't get too much tense about anything in life. Be sincere but not serious. We mistake the sincerity with the seriousness. Whatever, don't disturb. Meditation in progress. No, relax. Suppose sometime you sit and you are doing your japa. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The mind doesn't, never forget, never. Oh, let's have a cup of tea. Relax. What is important is, are you at peace with yourself or not? That is important. And stand on one leg and do Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Such tapasvis, such yogis, they are very obstinate. If you see the tapasvis and yogis, they are standing on one foot to curse you. You read all the Puranas. Such and such a rishi, he was a great tapasvi and he cursed. See, Durvasa Rishi cursed even Lord Shiva. Then in your marriage there will be problem, and there will be problems. See, a wise man will be at peace with himself. Gata asuna gata asuscha nanu shochanti pandita. And this can happen only if we start with this relaxed mind. We are here only to express joy. There is no other purpose. With this introduction, please repeat after me. Rahu grasta divakarendu sadrusho Maya samachhadanat Sanmatra karanopasamharanato Yobhut sushupta puman Pragaswapsamiti prabodha samaye Yapratyabhijñāyate Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. In the morning class I told you the Pauranic story about Rahu, how the Rahu swallows the sun or the moon, and during that short period there is an eclipse. The sun and the moon, they are unable to be seen by the people, and there is the darkness. Rahu grasta Divakara is sun, Indu is the moon, Divakara Sadrusho is light. So as the sun or the moon is swallowed by the Rahu, how Maya samachhadanat, by some covering of Maya. Then what happens? Sanmatra karanopasamharanataha, when this mouth of the Rahu is withdrawn, then what happens? Sanmatra, then only the complete sun or the complete moon is again revealed. So for a short period of time, the sun or the moon was swallowed by the Rahu. And the moment the Rahu goes away, meaning what? When Rahu's catch is relieved, then Karana Upasamharanataha. He has as if thrown it out of his mouth because he had nothing below the neck. Then Sun Matra, then only the Sun Matra, the pure self alone is revealed. Now take the whole picture. The sun or the moon, Rahu comes, swallows. Suppose this is the moon. So sun is coming and Rahu swallows. Now you cannot see the mic. But there is no continuity of this Rahu's head. So it will come out. Again it has come out. Why? Because this covering is removed. Sanmatra Karana Upasamharanataha Yobhu Sushupta Puman now becomes subjective. The sun or the moon is nothing but our own being, the unqualified knowledge. Now this is Maya Samachhadana, this absolute sun of knowledge is Samachhadana, discovered by the covering. What is the covering? Maya Samachhadana, Samyak Achhadana, completely covered. Like the Rahu swallowing the sun or the moon. How long? And what is the Maya's covering? Maya's coverings are the Panchakoshas. Now this is such a simple thing which we will miss. Colors and forms, they cover the vision. If you are able to digest this statement, how the colors and forms are covering the vision? We are so much lost in the objective pursuit that the sense organs through which we have gathered this information, they are not taken care of at all. See? Meaning we give value, importance to that. But all these colors and forms are seen because of the vision. So where is now attention? Now try this right now. Look at this green backdrop. Now experience. Where are you? Away from yourself. Now withdraw your attention from the backdrop and bring it on this camera. Now observe. Where are you? You have come little closer to yourself. Now you look at your own eyes. What has happened? All the objects are dropped. Meaning, as you start discarding the objective pursuit, to that extent you approach your subjective being. Why we were not able to do earlier? Because we were lost in the objective pursuit. So, Karana Upasamharanataha, when we are thus able to withdraw our attention from the objective pursuit, come to the sense organs. Then we drop the sense organs, we come to the mind. We drop the mind, we come to the eye, intellect. We drop the intellect, we are only the Chetana. Friends, we do it every day. When Sanmatra Karanopasamharanataha Yaha Abhut Sushupta Puman, when we sleep, what happens? All these coverings which were covering our being, they are slowly dropped. We drop the worldly objects, we drop the sense organs, we drop the mind, the intellect, and at the end of it, all these are the Karana, Upakarana instruments. All these instruments are dropped one by one, and then Sanmatra. Then what remains is pure existence, matra only, like tan matra. The five great elements have got five tanmatras. The space tanmatra is shabda, the air tanmatra is sparsha, the fire tanmatra is rupa, the water tanmatra is rasa, and the prithvi tanmatra is gandha. So shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, tanmatra means only that. But that only that becomes differentiated. So only taste, rasa tanmatra, becomes differentiated because of upadhis. Then we say it is a sweet water, it is salty water, it is a bitter. So many different tastes are seen. And then we are lost in these differences. See, this is how we go away from ourselves. And how do we come back? Sushupta Puman. When we go to sleep, this is exactly what is happening. Every moment you can practice this. Not now. So, we slowly drop the worldly objects pursued. Then, how can we do this? Our Mahamantra. Wherever I am, whatever I am, whenever I am, I shall be 100%. At this moment, where are you? In Satsanga. When are you? Now. What are you? Satsangi. My grandson, what he must be doing? हो गया सत्यानाश. Who can help? Guru Maharaj, Ashirwad Karo. This Ashirwad business is so useless. Please bless me. I can bless you, not bless you. Free download. How simple it is. We have to learn this simple thing. Wherever I am, whenever I am, whatever I am, I shall be 100%. We don't require any other spiritual practice than this. So when you are in satsang, listening, listen. When you are taking food, enjoy. When you are walking, walk cheerfully. When you are sleeping, snore away. But we are on the bed, there is no sleep coming, go on tossing like what you call the dosha on the bed. So we are consciously not where we should be. And then we complain, my mind runs here and there, what should I do? You should know, it's your mind, not my mind. But I am doing lot of japa, I have done 1 million times. Om Nish, Om Nish, Om Nish, Om Nish, Om Nish, Om Nish. See, such people bring bad name to the spiritual practice. In Hindi there is a saying, मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी. Instead of that, simple people are better. See, if you want to follow an ideal, don't be Arjun. Either be Yudhishthir, Bhima, Nakula or Sahadeva. Yudhishthir is clear, no confusion. Bhima, no problem. Nakula, Sahadeva, twins, they are the most intelligent one. Who is intelligent, do you know? The one who remains a follower is the most intelligent. If you want to be happy in life, never be a leader. See, intelligent husband decide everything whatever the wife tells. What should we do? What do you think? We should not do. We should not do. Overruns. See, Nakula, Sahadev, they were very clear. Our eldest brother, he is wise. We should follow him. He said, fight, we fight. He said, don't fight, don't fight. Then what to do? Pakode khao. But we are Arjun. And do you know who is Arjun? If you know the story of Bhagavad Gita, before it begins, Sanjay came the previous night in the camp of Pandavas, and he was received by the Pandavas. Bhagavan Krishna was also sitting there, and with great respect he was received. He said, I have come as a messenger from your uncle. And your uncle said, my children are gone case. They are good for nothing. I am tired of them. But you are the children of Pandu. You are so wise. You are the followers of Dharma. Because of this war, our own family will be destroyed. Now I cannot do anything to them. They don't listen. At least you listen to me. Then you go to some other place. You have got a power. You can create another kingdom. Why you want only Delhi, Delhi, Delhi? Go somewhere else. When all that was said, then Bhagavan Krishna said, may I reply on your behalf? Now how can the Pandavas say no? This is the simple technique of Bhagavan Krishna. Suppose I ask you now, do you all love me? Will you say no? Shame said yes. Exactly the same way. Bhagavan Krishna said, shall I reply? Yes, yes. And then he said, go and tell your boss, the war will be fought. No choice. So he goes away. Thereafter, immediately the meeting was adjourned, over. Everybody should go to their tents and prepare for tomorrow. Go and sleep, take good sleep. Yudhishthir went, Bhima went, Nakula went, Sahadeva went. Arjuna also went, but he started thinking, yes, what he told was right. They are Dushta Purushas. We are Dharmik. These goody-goody brand people are most dangerous. I don't like the goody-goody brand. I don't like it. Oh, no. You one, didn't understand. Arjuna was that brand. They pretend. And therefore, instead of accepting the decision given by Bhagavan Krishna, he started interacting and thinking. And the inspiration with which he has come on the battlefield, it was polluted by two negative properties. One was hatred for the Kauravas, and second was the arrogance of perpetual success. Bhagavan Krishna immediately diagnosed. He was not an allopath. He was much more than an Ayurvedic person. Ayurvedic person catches the pulse. Allopath catches the pulse. Difference between the two. See? And Bhagavan thought, now he requires a treatment. So Arjuna arrogantly says, Senayor Ubayor Madhya Ratham Sthapaya Mechuta. Bhagavan takes. Where he takes the Rath? He had a choice. He could have taken the chariot in front of Duryodhan, Dushasan. Will Arjuna ask any question? He has come to kill them. But what Bhagavan Krishna did? Bhishma Drona Pramukata Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. Leaving all the enemy kings, instead of all of them, the chariot was brought in front of Bhishmacharya Dronacharya. And he did not keep quiet. He gave chabi also. And he said, you have to fight with your own nears and dears. Pashyayitan kurun partha. You are not fighting with the enemies. You are fighting with your own people. Start. And then Arjuna was nonplussed. Be attentive. This situation was created by Bhagavan for all of us so that Bhagavad Gita is available. Therefore remember, Every confusion, every problem in our life is the first chapter, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita that will change the course of your life. Otherwise, mechanically, whatever you do, it will not help you. Arjuna had done so many things, but mechanically. It should be done with complete understanding. Now this thing apply on yourself. All the worldly objects, sense organs, mind, intellect, they are covering the San Matra, the absolute self that we are. Now this absolute self is revealed, San Matra, when Karnopasamharanataha, when all these instruments of knowledge, when they are slowly upasamhara, they are withdrawn. Karnopasamharanataha, then Yobhut Sushupta Puman, he who thus goes to sleep, that time who is he? He is pure existence. That time, Tatra Mata Amata Bhavati, Tatra Pita Apita Bhavati. There we are neither mother, father, brother, young, old, beautiful, awful, rich, poor, educated, overeducated, none of them. We just are. There is no sense of otherness. There is no sense of limitation. Sense of limitation and sense of otherness is samsara. Very simple definition of samsara. Because in deep sleep, we are nobody and we are nowhere, but we are. See, my friends, Sanmatra Karnopasamharanataha Yobhu Sushupta Puman. So Sushupta Puman, the sleeping one, is Sanmatra. Then we wake up. Pragasapsamiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijñāyate. Pragasapsamiti. Earlier I was sleeping. When prabodha samaya, he pratyabhijñāyate. He knows, oh, I was sleeping quite nice. Now here another question for you to work on. Who goes to sleep? Find out who goes to sleep. We say, I go to sleep. Who is this I? Waker doesn't go to sleep because in the sleep he is not there. The dreamer doesn't go to sleep. In the deep sleep, dreamer is not there. And this cannot be said by the deep sleeper, the prajna, because prajna is not in the waking. Waking is only waker. Who can make this statement? Earlier I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who can make this statement? Analyze. Work on this statement. See? Many of us have got this wrong notion. The waker does not become the dreamer. When I was awake, I was tired. Then I wanted to go to sleep. So I just lie down on the bed. But sleep did not come in between. But then I had dreams. See? And then I had good sleep. Who is saying this thing? Pragasapsamiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijñāyate. See, friends, Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells this in the 15th chapter, 15th verse. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha sarvaihi vedahi aham eva vedya. Vedya means worthy of knowing. And I am the essence of Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha, in the heart of it. What do you do there? Mattaha, because of me. Smriti, dream. Jnanam, waking. Apohanam, deep sleep. Chakarat, samadhi. I alone support all of them. So who makes this statement? Pragasap samiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijnayate. The statement is not made by the waker because he was not in the deep sleep. It was not made by the dreamer, he was not in the deep sleep. The deep sleeper is not in the waking to make the statement. Who makes the statement? Whosoever makes this statement is the ultimate truth. And that one is Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamoorty. Now you catch these points, very simple. See, this statement is made by the one who is in the waking but who has not yet become a waker. He is in the dream but he has not become a dreamer. He is in the deep sleep but he was not sleeping. And he is the one who supported the beginning and end of the samadhi, but it makes no difference to him. He makes this statement. He is Dakshinamoorty. You know why we are unable to catch it? Because we are trying to see, understand it, that Paramatma is inside. Okay. He Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishna in the heart. So from there he is controlling the waking. Okay, understood. From there he is controlling the dream. Understood. There he goes to sleep. There he is doing meditation. So he is inside. In Taittiriya Upanishad, the same thing, those students who study in a wrong way, they get lost in that. First is Annamaya Kosha, Anyontara Atma Pranamaya, Anyontara Atma Manomaya, Anyontara Atma Vijnanamaya, Anyontara Atma Anandamaya. So, outer is the Annamaya Kosh, inside is the Pranamaya Kosh, inside is the Manomaya Kosh, inside is the Vijnanamaya Kosh, inside is the Anandamaya Kosh, and inside the Anandamaya Kosh is the Atma like a sesame seed. The reason is, word meaning is not clearly understood. The Kathopanishad tells. It's very simple, it's not difficult, friends. Indriyebhya parayartha, arthebhyascha param manaha, manasastu para buddhi, buddhiratma mahan paraha, mahataha paramam vyaktam, avyaktat purusha paraha, Purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. Now in these two mantras, one word is repeated 8 times. The word is para. Indriyebhya parayartha, arthebhya param manaha, manasastu para buddhi, buddhiratma mahan paraha, mahataha param avyaktam, avyaktat purusha paraha, purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. This word para is the very heart of these two mantras. See? So this para is having 2-3 meanings. Param is pratyak. Pratyak means nearer. Param is subtle. Param is causal. 3 meanings. So, indriyebhya parayartha. All the sense organs are the manifestation of the tanmatras. Shabda tanmatra expresses as gross words and the instrument, the hearing. So the Shabda tanmatra, it has become both the knower and the known. The Rupa Tanmatra itself has become the eyes as well as the colors and forms. And therefore, for the colors and forms and the eyes, the cause is the Rupa Tanmatra, Indriyebhya Parayartha, Arthebhyascha Param Manaha, where from these Tanmatras and the Panchamahabhutas have come, they have come from the mind. See, then Manasaha, in subtler than the mind, is the intellect. So it is nearer, subtler, and the cause. Now, subtler than the individual intellect is the total intellect. Mahataha, Buddhir Atma Mahan Paraha. See how to understand this. Individual intellect is influenced by the total intellect. If you go to any place and you see the way that words are pronounced is influenced by the society where they speak like that. Like if you go to Bengal. Now in Bengal, it's not that they can't speak properly, but this is how everybody. And therefore, Bengalis are never worried. Do you know why? Because in Bengal, Bo is pronounced as Bo. So all Bengalis are buried. Don't be buried. They don't mean that, but it happens. If you go to UP, whatever educated a person may be, but if he has to speak English, speak, star, style, smile. You go to Punjab, Satyanas. Jodakshar become Todakshar, Todakshar become Jodakshar. See. Bareli, Breli. Station, Satation. See? It's not that they don't know, but the totality influences the individuality. See, in Karnataka, the word is Karnataka, Karnataka, Mama. See? They have to add A at the end, everything. In North, when they have to read the alphabets, A, A, E, they don't say like that. Chota A, Bada A. Totality influences the individuality. And therefore, Buddhir Atma Mahan Paraha. Our individual life is determined by the total will. And therefore, if we surrender to the God's will, Jo Thari Rai So Mari Rai, you'll be relaxed. See? Buddhira Atma Mahan Para, Mahataha Param Avyaktam. Where from this Mahat Tattva and Hiranyagarbha has come? From the Paramatma's infinite potentiality, Maya Shakti. What is called Avyakta. Now this Avyakta Purusha Paraha. Now whose potentiality, whose Shakti? It is Purusha Paramatma, Brahman. Then beyond that, Purushanna Param Kinchit, Sa Kashta Sa Paragati. You have reached the ultimate. This is what is mentioned here. Pragaswapsamiti Prabodha Samaye Ya Pratyabhidnyayate. When I know that the waking comes and goes, the dream comes and goes, the deep sleep comes and goes, the samadhi begins and ends, I am the same. Why we are not able to catch this? Because we have that funny thing, we are inside the body. No. Now, let us change this wrong knowledge. External air and internal air. External air and internal air, they must be continuously in contact with each other, is it not? If the internal air severe its contact with the external air. Ram Nam Satya hai. Now be attentive. Internal space and external space. What does it mean? It means this hall is in the space. Space is not in the hall. If this is clear, in the same manner, external air and internal air, what does it mean? The body is in the air. The air is not in the body. See, friends, similarly, any object which is known, that object is known only when it is included in the mind. That object which is not included in the mind does not exist for us. See? So, this tab, I am able to see this because my mind has included this tab. Now, behind the tab, what is there, my mind cannot see, so it is not included for me. Clear? Now, who is knowing? I am knowing. And the knower is also the mind. So, inner part of the mind is the knower and the outer part of the mind is the known. Therefore, the body and the prana, they are in the mind. Mind is not inside them. So, take a picture in front of you, a carry bag. In that carry bag, keep a pumpkin. So, pumpkin is smaller and carry bag is bigger. Then both of them, carry bag and pumpkin, you put it in another big bag. In this manner, in the pumpkin of the body is in the carry bag of the prana. If the prana goes, over. The body is like a pumpkin and the carry bag is like the prana shakti. These two are in the mind. So body and the prana, they are in the carry bag of the mind. When the mind sleeps in deep sleep, that time no body, no prana. Where it has gone? It is withdrawn in the mind. See, this is what is said, Sanmatra Karunopasamvaranataha Yo Bhusushupta Puman. Therefore, friends, we don't go out of the body. Space does not go out of the hall. Hall can go inside the space or outside the space. Space doesn't go anywhere. See? Therefore, one of the most potent spiritual practices, practice these three space, Bhutakash, Chittakash and Chidakash. Bhutakash, this gross space, supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Similarly, the mind space. Mind space supports all the thoughts, good or bad, but doesn't get influenced by anything. So also the Chidakash supports the waking dream, deep sleep and samadhi, doesn't get influenced by anything. Ya pratyabhijnayate. Pratyabhijna is recognition of our own being. Therefore, pragasapsamiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijnayate. This Paramatma knows. I was playing the role of a waker, finished that role and dropped the costume. Then I was playing the role of the dreamer, finished that. Then I went to sleep, finished that. Again I started. It's going on and on and on. This is Sanmatra. It is not the existence of something. We all have this funny training. we can understand knowledge of mathematics, knowledge of anatomy, knowledge of cooking, knowledge of bluffing, of. Existence of money, existence of enemy, existence of health, of we understand. We don't understand existence itself, knowledge itself. When we say knowledge of music, that knowledge has become qualified knowledge, specific knowledge. When I say existence of health or existence of enemy, that existence has become qualified, become specific. We are talking about Sanmatra, existence itself, not of. Pragasapsamiti prabodha samay. The waker cannot say, I was sleeping. The dreamer cannot say, I was sleeping. The deep sleeper cannot say, I know, because you are sleeping. How will you know? The more you reflect on these lines, then the real spiritual practice begins. Just relax. The truth is revealed in no time. See? Many times we try to do the mimicry of spirituality. If somebody is putting Rudraksha Mala, we also do. If somebody is putting the, what you call, Spatika Mala, we also do. Spirituality. Somebody is having that bag in the hand, we also do. Spirituality. No. Whatever you are, wherever you are, just be yourself. That's it. This example I had given earlier. I was in UK after a long journey, 8 hours flight and 2-3 hours, 4 hours drive to reach the destination. In a church, I had to deliver a talk on Gita. So we reached there late, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So I thought Britishers must have gone, but they were waiting. So naturally I had to talk. Without even going to the toilet, I had to go there, finish the talk, 1.5 hours, had tea, coffee, socializing. Then I went to my hostess place, had dinner, and after that dinner was over, I was watching the BBC documentary on Ganges. So the lady who conducted me all through, elderly lady, she, Swamiji, now you go and sleep. You are tired. I said, look here, don't boss me, okay? Up to a level you are okay. Beyond that, forget. That is one of the reasons. I don't like anybody coming to my house or my room. If I go to somebody's house, if I get bored, I can walk away. If somebody comes to my house, my room, if I go and get bored, jaun to jaun kahan? Keep away. Don't. No. You are so tired, therefore I am telling, don't get angry. I say, I am not angry. Mind your business. No, I want to ask you, how come you are not getting tired? I want to be like you. I said, you cannot be like me. Why? No beard. To be like me, you have to have a beard. Longer the beard, confirmed is the wisdom. Half grown beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard. Don't try to become anything. Don't try to do what others are doing, therefore I do. No, be yourself. The whole spiritual life becomes a fun. It's not a burden at all. See? Therefore, pragasapsamiti prabodha samay ya pratyabhinyayate. Now who is that? Tasmai, to that. So this Paramatma alone is expressing in and through all of us, like in and through all the gadgets. It is the same electricity expressing. Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, 2nd verse. We bypass that normally. There Bhagavan says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Arjun, I am alone expressing in and through all the things and beings. See? Scriptures are like a big medical shop. Now you find out what is your requirement, take it. You don't have to bother. See, I don't require this medicine. Why this medicine is in the shop? That's not your business. You take whatever you like and get out. In the same manner, scriptures are providing for everyone. Those who are body oriented, for them do yoga. See, those who are activity oriented, do seva. Those who are good for nothing, do bhakti. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I am not fabricating. This is what our scriptures say. So you find out what for you are fit and accordingly do it. Therefore, this knowledge is so simple, and it is simple only for who are qualified. On the spiritual path, there is no quota reservation. Quota reservation is only for government jobs. Those who are unfit for everything, they are fit for government job. Therefore, according to our Varnashram Vyavastha, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Shudra are government servants. They will do nothing, but they want everything. What is the height they can reach in their demands? There should be 30 pay days and 30 holidays. Beyond that they cannot go. See? Here you have to be qualified. And what is the qualification? Relax. We don't have to achieve anything. Na kuch pana, na kuch kona. When will I get realized? One lady asked, Swamiji, when will I get realized? When will I have darshan of God? I said, imagine, I am God. Take my darshan. What next? See? This principle I learned when I went to Puttaparthi. There, everybody, all the devotees used to call Baba as Bhagavan. Correct, he is Bhagavan, no doubt. So he has seen Bhagavan. What next? The same, he is talking ill about him, he is talking on. Every day seeing Bhagavan and fighting. What is the use of that? Instead of seeing God, let him express through us. See? On the walls it is written, love all, serve all. Only walls are doing. Those who are reading, they are not doing it. What is the use? We have to change. And for changing ourselves, we have to go through this process. And what is the process? Change your understanding about yourself, about the world, about God, and about spiritual practice. We are all the notional creations, notional bodies. Notions must be dropped and the truth will be revealed. This is how this beautiful verse gives us a very deep understanding. 7th verse we'll read and say tomorrow more about it. Balyadishvapi jagradadishu tatha sarvasvavasthasvapi vyavrittasvanuvartamanamahmityantas purantam sada. स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजताम् यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।